What's up, guys? This is Jeff with WINBIGPICKS, and today I'll be breaking down my top 4 picks for Friday, October 3rd. I got 2 in college football and 2 for the WNBA finals. Real quick, before we get into today, tap that like button, hit subscribe. You don't want to miss out on all the winning plays that we're putting out every single day. So, recapping yesterday, we end up going 2 and 2 on the picks from the video. Guys that hit for us: Christian McCaffrey, more than 54.5 receiving yards. This one was a bit of a sweat, but he does hit it late in the fourth, and he ends up crushing it once the game went to overtime. Then Cam Schlittler, more than 3.5 hits allowed. The Red Sox, even though they lost, they were able to chip away for a few hits in this one to cash it for us. The odds actually on this one, it was plus money throughout the day. So the later you took it, the more you got paid. And then the guys that missed: Jack Flaherty, less than 12.5 outs, ends up going 4 2/3 in this one. He didn't really get into trouble in this game, so they kept him in. And then the other guy that missed for us, Kyren Williams, more than 60.5 rush attempts, finished with 14. The second half, though, the Rams just decided that they were not going to run the ball really at all. Ended up passing way more in that game. Now, even though we went 2 and 2, over in VIP, we went 5 and 1. So you know we had to throw some winning slips together. As you can see, over on Betr, we took the Puka Nakua discount. Like I mentioned before, Betr, they're offering daily discounts like this one. Paired it up with Ian Happ to just strike out once, little hedge pick there to double up. And then over on DraftKings pick 6, they had the McCaffrey free pick. Paired it up with Kyren's rushing yards, Mac Jones to throw the ball a whole bunch. One there. Underdog, another Nakua discount pick. Hedge that one with McCaffrey's receiving yards. Over on Prizepicks as well, they gave this out for free over in VIP. Eddie to make 2 field goals, and then Puka for less than 24.5 receiving yards in the first quarter. I thought that was way too high. Turns out it was. He hasn't hit that in any game this year, so watch for that line next week as well. And over on Chalkboard, they had a couple discount picks as well. Seiya Suzuki to 0.5, paired it up with Stafford to throw a couple scores. He did that. And then Jose Ramirez just to get 1 total base, paired it up with Connolly early strikeouts to hit there. And then this one, all 3 of these were VIP picks. Yu Darvish under the 10.5 outs, Connolly early to hit his strikeout line, and then Eddie Pinero for those 6.5 kicking points for a little 6.8x action there. So big day for us. We finished up about 15 units. Now, on to today. Before we get to that, though, over on Betr, if you want a lot of free stuff, they got it for you. You just got to download their app using our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS, because over there they'll give you a free $10. They'll give you a deposit match 100% up to $200. And then this week again, we got the 2 free pick action. Justin Jefferson, he's available up until the game on Sunday morning. And then for UFC 320, the Alex Pereira free pick as well. That's available tonight and tomorrow. So you'll get all that. Just sign up with the link below. If you want even more value, we'll give you a free month of our VIP picks, like the ones we crushed yesterday. Send a screenshot of that first deposit on Betr over to the email address here, and we'll give you all the picks that we post on Winnable, texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button. Still got that NFL and college season pass. All the VIP picks from tonight through Super Bowl 60. If you're just into football, it's great for you. Only 9 of those remaining. So, on to today. And first up, we are taking Chaz Nimrod, more than 68.5 receiving yards. What a name. I think the Madden name generator is almost reaching its limit. But no, he's over this in 3 out of 4 this year. Going up against Charlotte. Now, USF, they're favored by 4 touchdowns in this one. So they're going to have to get up that big somehow, some way. And I think it's going to be mainly through the air because their pass defense, 118th ranked in the nation. Looking down at his target share for the team, he's tied at the top, Christian Neptune. So when they're throwing the ball, he's getting it. Looking at other similar receivers, they only got two on here. One of two hit it. But with the production he's put out, this number, it's one of those where it's like they can't put that one way too high because of the blowout risk. But I think with his track record here over there, where he's crushed it anyway, I think he hits it here again for us. So Chaz Nimrod, more than 68.5 receiving yards. Get this on most apps, it's at 68.5. You might be able to get it a little lower, like on Underdog at 66.5. But you're probably going to get it wherever you look at 68.5. Probably going to go up a little bit throughout the day too, so hop on it now. Next up, we're taking KD Hutchinson to not score a touchdown. Now, I'm taking this one mostly just for the odds we're getting for it. Usually, when you see someone for touchdown, the props, usually to score, it's juiced up a little bit to where you're going to get paid out more. And then for them to not score, it's a lot easier to just not score a touchdown than it is to be the guy that's going to score one in the game. So for them to give us the regular odds on it, I think we got to take it. He hasn't hit this in over a month. His target share as well for the team, fourth on the team there. And I mean, the only thing to be cautious about with this is the total for the game's at 61.5, and the spread's only at 2.5. They are Delaware is the one that's favored, so but it's close enough where it's probably going to be competitive throughout. So don't think Western Kentucky's going to be trying to run out the clock at any point. So they'll probably still be throwing. But again, just with the looking at the Tigers, so they spread the ball around a lot. He's fourth on the list throughout the year, and with that total being 61, they're projecting them to score probably 3 or 4 touchdowns as a team. And for him to be that guy to get one at these odds, I think we got to take it. So KD Hutchinson to not score a touchdown. You can only get this in a couple places, Prizepicks and Sleeper, probably better odds on Prizepicks, so we're taking it there. And just pausing real quick here, reminding you guys that we're still teamed up with Wanna Parlay. Over there, you sign up using our link in the description and the code WINBIGPICKS. They'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $250. As you can see, we got a big day of college football ahead of us tomorrow. But the best thing about Wanna Parlay is they're the only DFS app where you can combine team picks with player picks. Things like money line, spread, team totals, first to score, last to score, all that stuff. Only DFS app where you can do it. So check it out with our link below. And if you want to send a screenshot of that first deposit too, same thing applies. We'll give you a free month of VIP. So, on to the WNBA. We're taking Asia Wilson, more than 11 rebounds. And the big thing with this one is the head-to-head this year going up against Phoenix. She's hit this all 3 games. Phoenix, their rebounds allowed versus centers, 3rd worst overall in the league this year. Looking down here to similar players lately, 3 out of the last 5 have hit their line. And the only thing you might be cautious about is if you look at the last 10 playoffs, so last 8, she's only gone over it twice. But Seattle and Indiana both tougher in the rebound department, and it is the finals. Her being a former MVP, and she really turned it on that last game in Game 5, showed why she was the MVP a couple years back. I think she turns it on again, and again, just from the head-to-head matchups versus Phoenix this year, I think she goes well over this, crushes this one. If you wanted to take it at 11.5, well, it's going to be on most apps. It'll probably be there. It's at plus money in a few spots. So 11.5. We're taking that 11 on Prizepicks. But we're thinking she cashes this one tonight. And then last up, we're going with DeWanna Bonner for less than 10 on that first half fantasy score. This prop's only offered on a couple of the DFS apps, Prizepicks, and then Boom as well. You can get it on one of those too. But as you can see, under this in 4 of the last 5 here, just looking back at when the playoffs began versus New York. So yeah, 4 of the last 5. She hit in the first 2 playoff games, but has been under that pretty much ever since. In the head-to-head matchup versus Vegas this year, under it in both games. And just looking at Vegas's defense, and this is middle of the pack in points allowed. Well, that's over. So under middle of the pack, points allowed still. Rebounds were good on that one. Assists, they do give up more of those, but if you're looking at her numbers against Vegas this year, has not got an assist against them at all. And then in the playoffs, the last 5, she's only picked up 3 assists total. So it's kind of getting a bonus on that one with the assists, where she's not really getting one. We're getting the higher number on it. The only thing to be cautious about with fantasy score is, random steal, random block. Those are worth 3 points. So those things could happen as well. But just with her track record here during the playoffs, last 5, and against Vegas, we're thinking she stays less on this one. And just showing you guys a bet I've already locked in. Did this one over on Prizepicks. We had Hutchinson to not score, Chaz with those receiving yards, and Asia with the rebounds. I had a little 20% boost, added it on this one, so we're hoping that 7.2x our money. And if you want to keep track of, if I could speak here, what we've done, you can do that over on the Pickett app. You can find us over there at Carpsy151. As you can see, roughly for over the last year, up about 287 units. And that's just on the apps that it tracks. It tracks most of them. It doesn't track all of them. But to great success, all leagues, all sports, we've been getting it done. If there's any doubt to what I'm talking about in any of these videos, this kind of puts it to rest right here. And if you like free money, you can get it on the Pickett app, because they'll give you $3 just to download it using our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. Then you just sync up any sports book to it. There's a chance that $3 could be 100, so there's nothing to lose at all. It is free to download. Just got to use our link to do it, and they'll give you money. So check it out. And if you want more insights and analysis, you can find me on Discord as well. The link is below. I've teamed up with the guys at Doghouse Picks. Pumped to be collaborating with them. See everything they've done, as well as what I'll be adding over there. Link is down below. And that is going to do it for us today. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be putting out more VIP picks later on today. We got a full slate of college football tomorrow. We're on a 15-5 run in college with tonight's picks pending, of course. So you're not going to want to miss tomorrow's video. So let's green out for tonight, and I will talk to you guys later.